welcome back to my channel, and if you're joining for the first time, my name is Shirley and this is my sister Kezia. And today we're going to be reviewing the Bobbi Brown Weightless Foundation. We have a really cute box with all sample shades in it and some full-size bottles as well. So Kezia, you get to take something.
Why don't you show them what the box is like?
So this is the box that I got sent, and it says smile. And you're never fully dressed without a smile.
Of course. I like that.
We have all 30 shades in this. Another thing I love about this is that it's split into warm and cool. And it's so important to know what your undertones are so you can match your foundation well. For this video, we're going to be testing out the foundation. And we're lucky because we've got full-size bottles as well. One's in my shade and one's in Kezia's shade. And you're really excited for this, aren't you?
Perfect opportunity to rate show stuff. So it came with the vitamin enriched face base, and this is a primer, and it also comes with a cute little brush there to apply. I've actually used this before. I remember this is one of the first primers you ever bought. Remember that massive tub? And it smells amazing. Let's open up. Oh, look at that. And it's so moisturising. It literally
smells really fresh and citrusy.
And I remember I used to steal this from you.
I know.
I'm sure you could tell that it always used to go down.
It goes down because Kezia always has, you know, a bit of a gander with my makeup.
That's what older sisters are there for. But yeah, it's got some vitamin C and E inside, and also some shea butter. So it's so moisturising, and it just works perfectly paired with the foundation as well. And so yeah, we're gonna apply this
and then see where we go.
So
so I've got the shades Warm Honey, which is 5.5, and Golden, which is 6, and then a sample of 4.5 natural, and then I'm going to test these 3 just to see which one matches my shade at the moment. And Kez is going to do the same thing. And which one do you have?
I've got almond, and I've also got walnut, and the last one is warm almond. But I think this one might be more of like a highlighter shade. But we're just going to test it out because you guys can probably see, like, I've got different shades. So around my perimeter of my face is slightly darker. I do tend to have a bit of pigmentation around my mouth, and the insides are just quite light. So usually, sometimes I tend to mix my foundations or apply something slightly light in the centre and then go around with a warmer tone.
That's kind of like what I do as well. Because like I do have a tiny bit of pigmentation around here. And then just like some dark blemishes sometimes, and then obviously down here as well.
And I think it's quite common though, isn't it? With a lot of us, especially women of colour, we tend to have pigmentation, which is quite normal. So it always requires a bit of working.
And you know, to make sure that you are blending it in really well, especially if you want to like a seamless coverage.
So are you excited to try it on?
I am, and I'm actually really excited to use this brush because I always like getting new brushes.
I know you do. You should see Shirley's collection. It's so
huge. Okay, so we're going to start off with the vitamin.
We're
going to start off with the vitamin enriched face base. And
I think we're a bit excited.
We're a bit too excited. We use this to like take a tiny bit. Do you want some?
Yes, can you put it in the back of my hand, please?
Ooh,
wow,
that is Is that right?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, so then I'll use the other half.
So I just want to do something, please. I'm going to put my phone on silent.
That's the best. So how do you normally like to wear your primer? Do you always use a brush, or do you like to use your fingers? I like to use my fingers.
I like to use a brush. But I'm going to be honest with you. I rarely wear primers.
Why?
Because I feel like my skin can be quite dry. And sometimes when I apply primer, I do feel like it dries out a bit more. Or maybe just an excuse for me to say that I actually forget to use it.
I can't wear makeup without wearing a primer. I just feel like it just protects my skin.
And it does make it last a little longer.
Longer, exactly.
It smells amazing.
It does.
It smells a bit citrusy, don't you think? Like, it reminds me a bit of like orange.
Like an orange,
I think that's what it means by vitamin C. Because you know, oranges have got vitamin C inside.
Ooh, I feel like I'm giving my skin a real nice treatment with this. I'm going to take the Warm Natural, and I'm just going to take a tiny bit on the back of my hand.
I'm going to do the same.
I feel like this one is going to be quite light though. And this one is like a warm. I always go for warm foundations just because it suits the undertone of my skin. Yeah. We have yellowish undertones, and that means we will choose foundations that have a warm undertone. Yeah. And if we had kind of reddish undertones, we'll go for a foundation that has, you know, cool undertones. That way it kind of neutralizes everything. So there's a tip for you when you're picking out your next foundation. So I'm going to grab Warm Honey. I love that it comes with a pump.
I know.
And then the other one, this is Golden.
You're like a chocolate digestive. You're the biscuit and I'm the chocolate.
Yeah. That is
like. Then I'm gonna go for the middle one, which is number 7.
I'm clearly messing this up. Wait, hold on. That's number 7.
So,
then, wait, hold on. That's number 5.5. And this one's number 6.
It's like tribal.
I know, I kind of messed up the swatches on this side, so I went for this side. So for me, I have Warm Natural, which I think is quite light, and then I have Warm Honey, which is also quite light, and I have number 6, which is Golden. Now I'm thinking I might be Golden, and then I could just apply that like all over my face.
Great things that I can use Shirley as a highlighter. Shirley can use me as a contour.
Brilliant. Okay,
and
so
wipes.
We figured out what our shades are, and my one is number 6 Golden,
and mine is number 7 in Almond. I can't believe we're so close. Golden Almond.
Golden Almond.
Love that.
Okay, so now we're actually going to show you what it looks like on the full face.
Yep.
We've kind of wiped off the swatches and re-primed. And I think for a full face, I'm going to try using 2 pumps. And let's just see how far we go with that. You can do the same thing.
I'm going to copy you for now.
The brush that comes with this is a full coverage face brush. It's kind of like a buffing brush, and it's quite dense, flat top. And I think it would look really good, like buffing the foundation into the skin. So,
or should I use one of these? But I feel like it makes it look so sheer.
No, you can use that. So you can. It's good that you're going to use that because you can see what people can see what it looks like with a different type of brush.
Okay. So I'm going to use the MAC flat foundation brush. Shirley's going to use a buffing brush. So we just thought we'd kind of show you guys what it looks like
using different
brushes. So, and this is one of my favourite like foundation application brushes.
I like it too. So I'm going to put this on my brush, and I like to just stipple the foundation in when I'm using a buffing brush because I feel like it does get the foundation all over the skin really nicely, and then when I'm done I can just like use circular motions just to blend it in.
I like to just start from the centre and then work my way out, just like pushing the foundation into the skin.
I love that with just a couple of pumps. I'm already getting quite a full coverage.
And it glides on quite well.
Yeah,
I would say though that it is slightly reddish. I don't know if you guys can see, but it is slightly reddish. I feel like it would be fine.
What was your one again?
Mine was Almond.
Almond, okay.
So whenever it comes to like around my mouth area, because I've got a bit of pigmentation, I like to go with a bit more foundation. But I always feel like you have to pat, not pull. Because when I pull, I'd find that it doesn't give any coverage at all. But when I pat in, can you see it? Almost as if it goes invisible.
I am absolutely loving this. I love how natural it looks, and I feel like I haven't had to do like much work to get it on. And I've got 2 pumps on, and it's literally covered and made my skin look really even.
It looks kind of airbrushed as well.
It looks airbrushed. Oh my gosh! Don't you hate it when you're doing your foundation and it gets all over your lips and you end up looking like a ghost? I mean, come on, look at that.
I kind of like the way it looks when like your skin. It looks quite sheer and glowy.
I have a feeling that it has to do with the brush.
Yeah.
Because this brush is designed to stipple on the foundation, right? But it's good that you've shown them that what it looks like with that application brush, just in case they can't get their hands on this.
Yeah. I feel like I'm going to have to go in with like another 2 more pumps.
Oh, so you're going for like a proper full coverage?
Yeah. So guys, we've just applied our foundation. So what do you think of it?
I love it. And I love that I didn't have to use too many pumps to get the coverage that I like for myself. Because I like full coverage, but then I do like to work with just a few pumps, and it has actually covered my whole face and evened up my skin tone so well. Like, I'm just like, do I even need concealer?
Yeah, because it looks really good.
It looks really good.
Like, really, really good. I must admit, I used about 6 pumps. I think it's the brush that I used. I'm using the MAC 190 flat foundation brush. So I think maybe for this foundation, you probably need a buffing brush, just to make it, you know, look a bit more airbrush. However, I do feel like if you want something a bit more buildable and you like full coverage foundation, then definitely the flat brush would work really well. I think it's actually the first foundation that I've worn that does not feel like I have foundation on. So it does stay true to the weightless, because right now does it feel like
I don't feel like I have anything on. You know, like you test out like a foundation by moving your face like this. When you move your face like this, you can actually test to see whether the foundation is kind of like stiff or not. But I'm doing all these weird ass face movements, but I don't feel like there's anything on my face. Yeah. And that is such a good sign when it comes to foundation. Yeah. So I think it stays true to the weightless part of the foundation,
basically.
So do you know how much it is?
Around 20.
It's 31. It's £31.
Okay.
And we have about 30 millilitres in the bottle, which
£10 every 10 millilitres.
Yes, about that.
So I would say, personally, for me, that is a bit pricey.
Why is it pricey? How much would you normally pay for a foundation?
20 to 25
20 to 25. But with a good quality foundation like this that comes in your shade, don't you think that's actually all right?
Yeah. We can't deny that £31 is a bit of money.
And it's a high-end foundation.
However, I think it's the first foundation that has not given me a white cast. And I feel like it's actually warmed up my skin. And like we said earlier, it does not feel like there's any foundation on, which can be quite dangerous because you might go to bed thinking, oh, I don't have any. No, I'm joking. But so far, I do really like it.
We're going to finish the rest of our makeup and show you guys what, you know, a full face of makeup looks with the foundation. So we're done with the full face. We went in a bit with the eyes and the lips. So what is your verdict overall, and what do you think about it now that your whole full face of makeup is on?
I absolutely love it. And I think, you know, at first I said you have to use the base to kind of like help the foundation go on, because my skin is quite dry. And yeah, but besides that, I love the way it feels, because it really does not feel like you have foundation on. And I used Shirley's foundation as a concealer. So I actually didn't use concealer for this look. We are absolutely love it. And what's the verdict, Shirley? What do you think about it?
I really love the foundation, and I love that it looks really good with the rest of my makeup, and it is really weightless because I don't feel like I have anything on my skin, and it really has matched my complexion, and I love that I can build it up.
Cheers.
Cheers, cheers, cheers. I'm very happy with it, and I'm sure you're happy with it as well.
Yeah, so
thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're Hi everyone, my name is Shirley.
Sorry, I was being silly.
I'll get my concealer.